Hey friends, so welcome to what I hope to be the first of many, let me adjust this camera some, many Monday briefings. I've been talking about this for a few weeks now, that I was hoping to in 2021 do what I'm going to call Monday briefings. This idea is not original to me, of course. This idea came from my good friend Don Gonzalez down in Moulton. You may follow him on YouTube. Every Monday morning, I've always admired how Don goes into his workshop. Before he does anything work-related, he sits down with a cup of coffee and he does a video. And in this video, he goes through kind of what he plans on doing that day, what it happened. He goes through what he did that weekend with his family and things like that. He talks about what he plans on doing that day and what he plans on doing the rest of the week. It is an opportunity for him to, he said it's kind of like an accountability thing. Whatever he says he's going to do in the video, he actually comes back the next week and he reports whether or not he got it done or not. Some days he does, some days he doesn't. I really admire that about that type of content that he's doing. It's very transparent, and I loved it so much that I'm going to try to do it myself. I would love to say that I'm going to get it done on Monday with a cup of coffee in my hand, sitting here at this desk in the workshop. But I'll be honest with you, it's already almost 6:00 p.m. on Monday, January 11th. Don't quite know if I'll get to be as strict as Don is about doing it first thing Monday morning. There's lots of things going on around here. I had all the intention in the world in doing it first thing this morning, and I just got wrapped up into things. And by the time work really gets started out here, it's loud, and there's just not an opportunity to do a clean video. So I'm settling for Monday briefings. Today is Monday still, and I'm getting this video done come hell or high water. So what are we going to talk about? I hope to talk to you about projects that are going on, maybe share with you some challenges and some ideas, some tips and tricks, things like that. I hope to also go on to Instagram, maybe on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and ask the folks there on Instagram if they have any questions they want me to answer, questions about a project I'm working on, a machine that I have, or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. And I'll try to answer 2 or 3 questions per Monday morning video or Monday video. Really no holds barred on that. Ask a question, I'll try my best to answer it. If you follow me for any period of time, you know that my answers are always based on my opinion and my opinion only, and there may be other ways to do things, but I do love answering questions from all of the followers. In addition to that, I'm going to talk about things that are going on here in the workshop. I'm going to talk about things that are going on at the store. There's a few things going on at the store this week I can share. And then just kind of ramble on from my perspective as a, I guess, modern leather worker here in Texas. So let's get into it. The shop. What's going on here at the shop? So a couple of big things have happened since the new year has kicked off. The most important and ground-shaking thing that's happened here is I have brought my good friend Brandon onto the team. He's here full-time with us. He's been helping out in the shop now for the last few years, right? He's the reason I'm able to get some of these really big projects done, because he comes in and helps. He knows the shop well. He knows all my products. He knows how to make pretty much everything here. And it's going to be a really big deal in a positive way to have him in the shop every single day, helping crank through orders and getting some of these bigger jobs done. So I'm really looking forward to what we can synergize on, what we can get done here. He's a buddy. He's a great worker. He's a good guy. And I've learned a lot from him, and hopefully he's learned some from me. And now we're going to be working as a team. So that really expands the Odin Leather Goods team from being, I think that puts us at 5, right? So there's me, my wife, who's also in the business full-time, Brandon, who's here full-time, and also have 2 ladies. I have 1 lady now, Debbie, who's in the retail store most of the week as well. So the team is growing. Who would have thought? I mean, from a business that I started kind of on the edge of my dining room table, and where we are now, I would have never imagined that we would have a team of 5. And it's a big step. It's a big step to expand like that, but I'm really, really excited about it. We're going to focus this week and next week on building inventory here. Behind me, there's Brandon's already knocked out a stack of 60 different Feel No wallets. A lot of that leather came from the big rack we have. You see that there, which I'll talk about in a minute, but we've been going through things here at the shop to clear the shelves off of all those hides that we've been holding on to, hoping that we were going to do something with them and never did. all those big pieces of scrap that you think, hey, it's just too big to throw in the trash. I mean, it's wasteful, so we're going to hold on to it. We've gone through all that stuff over the last week or so, cut it up into chunks, cut it up into coasters and keychains and field note wallets and anything that we potentially can make out of it. We've done that. Now we're going through the process of converting it into real product. And I think we're on a pretty good roll. We're making some progress. Coming into January, the retail store and even the shelves here that we keep inventory for products for online sales is getting pretty bare. I mean, we had stuff there, but it was getting down to the bottom of the barrel. So now it's nice to start seeing those numbers creep back up. And honestly, we could be working for another 4 or 5 weeks and still be replenishing inventory just to get us through, the early part of the spring. It's going to be a constant battle to make sure we're on top of inventory here. Like so many other retailers, especially new ones like me, because I've never done retail before. This is my first year with a retail store. A lot of us apparently didn't know what to expect with all this pandemic stuff. So we didn't know how to plan out inventory needs for the year. Didn't know how many of whatever widget we were trying to make. We didn't know how many to make. We didn't know how many to stock. If we sell products that we purchase from other people and resell, which I do, of like knives and drink mixes and other things we have in the store that I don't make, but they're made by other brands that I think are complementary to us. We didn't know how many to order. One, I've never done this before. Two, I don't have any history of past sales in retail store. And three, this pandemic thing has just kind of thrown a wrench in everything. No one knew what to order. No one knew how much of anything to hold on the shelf. And the last thing you want to do is order a bunch of stuff that you don't sell and you're just holding on to it as you go into New Year. Well, needless to say, we shot ourselves short a little bit. I shouldn't say we shot ourselves short. We just didn't stock as much stuff as we had hoped. Didn't stock as many of my leather goods that we make. We didn't stock as much of the other product we make. And we were running pretty low as we were wrapping up the holiday season. So we'll know more next year. If you wanted something from us over the holidays and you couldn't get it because we were out, we couldn't make them fast enough, we're doing better. We're learning as we go. We're a small shop. We're doing a lot of things we've never done before. We're going to figure it out. And hopefully next year, we'll be much better prepared from an inventory perspective to make sure we can fulfill all your orders. That's it. We did get all the orders out. I mean, all the orders we could take. We were rocketing here. We were shipping out orders left and right. We had a session in the morning where we packaged orders and got them out for the morning run. And then we did another session in the evening where we got more orders packaged up. My wife, bless her heart, she was running back and forth between the workshop and the store, grabbing inventory, bringing it back and forth, packing things up, shipping them out. I won't tell you how many orders we ship out a day, but it was significant and it really stretched us, and that was a good thing. Hopefully next year we'll be to a point where I can actually bring somebody else in and just have them manage the back office stuff. So Brandon will be stuck on doing building products and and leather goods. I'll be doing the same. Then we'll have someone else just worried about customer service and shipping and fulfillment. Believe me, that in itself could be a full-time job. I mean, hours a day can be spent just packaging orders and getting them out. But that's a good problem to have. And I'm so happy and proud of the team here that we're growing to the point where that is needed. All right, so what else have we done here in the workshop? We are trying to carve out more space. So this whole section here used to be this massive 8 foot tall by 5.5 feet wide wood rack that we stored all the leather on. We've now cleared that out and we replaced it with this pallet rack up there, moved all the leather up high so that we have all that workspace below. For the first time ever, we have the clicker press there. We have work surface next to it, which is, Brandon and I are really excited about that because usually when we're at the clicker press, we're trying to juggle big sides with our knees and hands and elbows, just trying to hold it up while we click pieces out. And it's a acrobatic show. So we won't be doing that anymore. We have the space now. But what really prompted that move back there and trying to make the workshop more efficient is we have a really big project that's going to start hopefully in the next week and a half. I'm waiting on about 60 sides of leather to show up from Wicked and Craig. My salesperson there has done a really good job finding me what I need. She's got about 50 or 60 sides coming from them, and then another 30, 40, 50 sides coming a few weeks after that to keep us going. And we have about 3,000 pieces to make between now and end of March, I believe it is. And we're going to be delivering this order in 3 batches, but it's going to stretch us. It's a lot of pieces. 3,000 pieces is a lot for us to do. I mean, we're known for doing lots of things, but these pieces have a lot of stitching on them, some finished work. So it's going to be a stretch. Probably going to look for someone else local here to come in and help us out with the stitching part of it, because we'll be working pretty much around the clock for a few weeks as we as we start this project up. By the fourth week or so, we should kind of hit a stride and we won't be so strained. But the first delivery is going to push us a bit, which is fine. Projects like that allow us to expand. They allow us to kind of test our skills here and allow us to see what we're really capable of. So that's going to kick off in about a week or so. But between now and then, it's going to be all about building inventory, putting inventory in the store, and hopefully selling it all, right? That's what we're all after. What else has been going on? I've also had the opportunity to buy some new machines. You see two of them here. I got a new Cobra 26, which a lot of folks in the leathercraft space really, especially at this size, really love Cobra. They are a fantastic company. They have pretty damn good machines. But more than that, they have really great service. Cobra Steve specifically, has helped me out with all my machines. I have another Cobra over here, but I have another bigger machine, like a 441 Juki clone here, that I didn't even buy from him. But when it breaks down or there's a problem with it, I just call Cobra Steve, and he's never asked me, hey, when are you going to send me some money, because that's not one of my machines. He's always happy to help me out with it. Maybe he always expected I'd buy more machines from him, which I have. But it's really nice to see someone who cares that much about their customers. So can't speak highly enough about Cobra. I actually bought this from one of his dealers, Aaron, down in Elmont, Texas. Great guy down there at Maker's Leather Supply. I'll tell stories later about how I got this machine and how he opened up on a Sunday for me just to hand me this machine, which was really great. But then earlier this week, late last week, I got this new foot press from Weaver. It's a beast. I like it a lot. It's their newer version of their foot press. I have one of their older ones over here. I've had for a few years. They no longer sell that model, unfortunately, but they do sell this one. And these are all machines that we bought to help us prepare and build capability here in the workshop so we can do this big project. That's how I've always gotten machines. I don't just buy them because I want them. I do want them, but I usually buy them as a way to support getting a big project. So maybe someone will order something from me that I've never made before or that I can't make fast enough. That is when I go out and get these new pieces of equipment. And that's what these are. So now we'll have 2 foot presses going. We'll have 2 sewing machines going for that weight leather. And we'll be that much better off for it. Granted, we got to earn it now, but I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that we can't do that. So real exciting. Okay, store. So Odin Leather Goods and Provisions. We are just shy of 10 months, I think, of being open, kind of. I mean, you guys know we opened up March 13th. We opened up March 3rd of 2020, and then we're shut down like by March 13th because of the pandemic stuff, which really sucked. But we were able to open up again in June. So a couple of months, opened it for like 2 weeks, shut down for like 2 months, and open again. And we've been open ever since June, mid-June or so. And things at the store are going great. There's not much I can complain about. Certainly, we love to see more foot traffic out there. We're in a really nice development with a lot of great neighbors around us. And I'm really excited to see what the future holds for that space. I mean, there's coffee shops, and there's going to be more retail, and there's more residential stuff there. It's going to be a really cool spot, entertainment-wise, dining-wise, and we're going to be right in the middle of it. So while it was good this year, we're hoping that it's going to be even better this coming year. And hopefully next year in January, I'll report back to you that, maybe business has doubled out there. We'll see how that goes. But that said, we are in a very slow period for retail stores right now. Everyone's already spent their money. Everyone's already done their thing for the holidays. January is typically pretty slow. Then coupled with the fact that in Texas, the COVID numbers are really skyrocketing right now everywhere. People are catching it left and right, and businesses are having to shut down. I talked to a few vendors today that I was trying to order hardware from and some leather from, and they just apologize because they're running slow because they've had to send so many people home recently because of, quarantine or, shutdowns. I think it's more quarantines than shutdowns. But as a result, their businesses are running at half speed. Well, apparently we're going to be no different. We haven't had any COVID cases in our shop, but because things are so slow, we are going to reduce the hours at the Odin Leather Goods and Provisions store. Normally we're closed on Mondays, and then we open up from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Tuesday through Thursday. Friday we're open noon to 9. Saturday is noon to 9. And Sunday is noon to 8 p.m. We're going to switch things up, take a little breather, let things kind of settle down here, take advantage of the fact that, we're not having people in the store and they can be here in the workshop. And we're going to close the store from Monday. We're going to close the store on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, at least until the end of January. And again, for two reasons. One, because of the COVID stuff and things are just slow out of our retail store right now. We can bring those people here, work, and get more things done here. But also because we're going to take a little bit of a break. As you know, we run ourselves pretty ragged around here throughout the year, happily. And it's worth taking a little break, being able to go home, especially my wife, being able to go home, hang out with the kids and do some other things and build inventory and all that kind of stuff that we wouldn't be able to do if we were managing both stores. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, store will be closed at least until the end of January. Once we get into February, we will reevaluate things and see if we're going to open up again on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, or if we need to do whatever. We'll play it by ear, I guess. So if you were planning on shopping with us on one of those days, you can still shop online, odinleathercraft.com, or you can just catch us later in the week. We will be there, okay? Let's see. Other big news, which I think you'll all be happy to hear, is that we are also going to be doing, well, we've done this before, and we're going to try it again, I should say, more YouTube videos. You guys have been asking for a long time that we do more YouTube videos, and I totally agree with you. I want to do more YouTube videos like my friends over at Little King and like my friend over at Stock and Barrel. I really, and again, like Don, who does his Monday briefings, something I wanted to do, I just haven't had time. It's real tough to make products all day long, do meetings and sales and all that kind of stuff in the office, and then come out here, do a video, and then edit it. I've just now accepted the fact that it's impossible for me to do that on my own. So I've got help from a gentleman by the name of Hunter Cash. Hunter runs a company on Instagram called Hunter Wild Leather Co. He's been to my shop a few times. He's done some great videos. In fact, we have a new one already launched on YouTube. We launched it about a week ago, and then I'm going to be doing a full release today or tomorrow for that video. Go check that out if you like. But he's going to be helping me do 1 to 2 videos a month from now on, at least indefinitely. Videos that are well produced. In between his videos that he edits and produces, we'll also do videos like this, and we'll do little tips and tricks, normal stuff I would always do, but they're really nice, crisp, clean, professionally, filmed and produced videos with the nice audio tracks and things like that. We're going to try to do those once or twice a month, and Hunter's going to be the guy helping me out with that. So really excited about that. He's going to help keep me accountable. We're basically going to say, hey, we're going to film on these 2 days every month. His job is to film and edit. My job is to make sure the projects are ready to go and the workshop is clean and ready to work on these things. So excited about that. This should really help with getting content out the door this year. These videos I'm doing now, these will also give us another point to create some more other engaging content for all the followers and viewers. So YouTube is a top priority for me this year. Excuse the background noise. If you've ever been here, this is pretty much an open air environment. I've got a fire station down the street, police station down the street, and there's sirens all the time. So we'll wait for them to pass. Getting close now. Oh, they're still going. So wherever they're going, I hope that everything's all right there, and the people that they're going to go see are fine too. But yeah, it's one of the things about being here in this workshop. I'm right under the flight path, the landing path, I guess, for DFW Airport. So there's planes going all day long. There's a fire station. There's always noise out here, which is why it's almost pretty hard to find a good time to record. But whatever, we're going to do it anyway. And hopefully you guys can stand and bear with the little background noise here and there. I'll try to get some more equipment as time goes on. I'll try to get a better microphone and a better camera. But for now, this iPhone here and the iPhone mic will have to do. And I'm not going to let the lack of great equipment stop me from doing the videos and stop me from making good content. And I hope you do the same thing. Don't let the lack of the perfect set of pricking irons or the perfect sewing machine stop you from doing what you love and making the craft that you want. Yes, there's better sewing machines. Yes, there's always something better. Yes, there's always something new out there. But none of that really matters. You can make whatever you want using really basic tools, just with a little bit of grit and stick-to-itness, as my father would say. You'll be fine. Well, I think that's it for this first episode of our Monday talk. This is January the 11th, 2021, and there will be many more of these. Hopefully there's one every week. Maybe I'll miss a week here or there if we go on vacation or we're doing something with the kids, but my goal is to do these once a week. It may not be in the morning, it may be in the evenings, but I am committed to doing these and filming them and putting them out. And if I do a good job, this one will go out on YouTube tomorrow, I hope, is when we get it out. So thanks for sticking with me. Hopefully you watched all the way through this video. If you don't mind, share this video if you like. Share some of the other videos we have here on YouTube. But like the video. That really tells me if I'm on the right track and people are enjoying the videos. And of course, subscribe by clicking the subscribe button or clicking the little bell icon, which I think is up here, that tells you when I post new videos. These should come out every Monday or Tuesday. I'll record them on Monday and hopefully post them by Tuesday. And the other more produced videos will come out a little more sporadically. We don't have a set schedule for those, but the goal is to get them out once or twice a month. So if you click the bell icon, you'll be notified when the new videos are launched. And if you subscribe, of course, you'll get the notifications as well. And let me know. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you like. Let me know if there's something you want me to talk about. If there's a piece of equipment you want me to show. I don't mind picking the camera up and going to a machine or going someplace in the workshop showing you what's going on. Those are all things that we can do. And if you want me to answer some questions for you next week, shoot me a DM, leave a comment here, and I'll try to include those in next week's Monday chat episode. All right. Thanks again. I appreciate all that you do for us. I appreciate all the support and all the comments, and we'll see you again next week. All right. Bye.